Yo, what's good? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. So listen, in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about running your own business. Okay, so people, they hit me up sometimes and they ask me about, how do you do it? How do you become successful at it, right? So I've been doing what I've been doing as a dating and life coach for the past 12 years, right? And what I tell people is that whatever type of business you're trying to get into, whatever you want to do, understand it ain't gonna happen overnight. You understand? So a lot of times I hear people, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna, have my own business, or I'm just gonna quit my job and, start my own business. And so they say it as if it's something that you just do, like just because, like, oh, I'll do that next week. I'll start my own business next week and I'll be fine. You understand? Like, no. Understand that you being able to have your own business, have it running, and have it be successful is going to take years of hard work. Years of hard work, right? Now, of course, you're going to have certain people who are able to hustle and make some money here and there quickly, right? But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about having an actual business, right? And if you have an actual business, it's going to take you some years to get the shit popping off. Like, I'll use myself as an example. So when I first started doing the coaching business, I was doing what I was doing for at least 3 or 4 years before I made any money, right? So imagine doing your business, right? And you're working crazy hard for years and you're not making any fucking money. See, this is where a lot of people end up quitting, because some people get into business for like fast money, or they're thinking, oh, I'm just gonna get rich soon, or whatever it is. And if you're doing that, you're gonna fail. You understand? So you actually have to understand that it's gonna take a lot of hard work. And it might take you a while before you actually see any money. You understand? It's going to take you a while for you to see any of this shit popping off. So it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's not something that you just do just on the weekends and say, oh, I'm just going to, start running this business on the weekends and then chill. No, it's something that's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week type of thing, right? And if you're not prepared to really work hard, for little to no money for years, then shit ain't gonna work out for you. Now, see, the funny part is, because of the internet, because of a lot of other, information that's out there, there's people who can actually probably, get a business started and get certain things running, quicker than I did when I started, right? Because there's a lot more information out there. There's a lot more tools at your disposal for you to get shit popping. But understand, it's still gonna be work. Cause see, what I was doing was, I was working years ago in an after school program, right? And I was working there part-time. And then what I was doing with the other time that I had, I was working on this coaching business, right? Then after that, I started working at a gym. And then when I wasn't working, as soon as I got off work, I would be working on the business. So a lot of you guys, you're going to have your 9 to 5. And then as soon as you get off the 9 to 5, you got to work on that business. And then you got to work on the business on the weekends when you're not at your 9 to 5. You understand? So you got to put in a lot of this work. There's going to be, nights where you're not going to get that much sleep because you're putting in the work, right? There's going to be times where you're going to have to use, money from your day job to support the business and keep shit going, right? So it's not a simple, easy 1-2 thing that's going to just happen. You understand what I'm saying? This is something you actually have to dedicate yourself to for years. See, I get tired of when I hear people just sort of speak of, being successful in business so nonchalantly. It's like, it's weird, because if you don't really understand what it takes to get this shit going, you're going to quit. you're not going to be successful. You're not going to take it to the level it needs to be taken to in order for you to be successful. So you got to understand the reality of the situation. And the reality is that you're going to be working hard as fucking hell for years without pay. You understand what I'm saying? And you're going to have to be consistent with this shit. Right? And then if you're consistent with it and you keep going at it and you keep learning, you keep doing your thing, then you're going to start to see results. You're going to start to see, money coming in. You're going to start to see that, what you're working on is actually progressing and making shit happen. Right? Now, this video is more of just a simplistic overview of, what you got to do to actually make shit happen in business. You got to work hard, you got to be consistent, and you have to be prepared and also be aware that it's not going to happen overnight. Right? Now, there's other, little intricacies that I could get into. I'll probably do a whole nother video on that, but I just wanted you guys to understand, what has to go down. You can't have this like little fantasy of, I'm just gonna start this business and just sort of lollygag and just kind of half-ass it and see where things go. No, this has to be something that you're really trying to do. You got to be committed to it, and you got to, really put yourself in this. This is not something that, you're just doing as a hobby. This is something that becomes part of your life. You see what I'm saying? And if you're not making it part of your life, then you're not going to be successful at it. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/The Confidence Show, and I'll holler at y'all later.